we're going to race. Welcome to another Champagne Motoring on Lemonade Money episode on the inside of my luxurious Range Rover Sport facelift. I am now bathed in the comfort of wood and leather, and it's rather nice. So let's get the heated seats on, but first we'll start the engine. Started. Heated seats on, and today it isn't my car that we're worrying about. It's a friend of mine's, so we're off to see a Discovery 4 which won't lock its door. So we'll ignore the yellow triangle on the dashboard. It's just decided to tell me that I've got water in my diesel, which I probably haven't. It's more than likely a fault with the sensor. So here we have it. She's a early Discovery 4. She's got the 3 litre TDV6 in it, and our issue is the left hand rear door actuator is not doing its job. So we've got a fixing there, we've got a couple of fixings here, and we'll here and here. I'm going to use a little spike just to flick that cover out, which reveals a Phillips screw. So with them two, we can see we've got 2 screws there and 2 screws here. Yeah, Heartbreak Garage.
Heartbreak Garage?
Yeah.
Have you done one yet on changing the steering rack or the steering rod universal joint?
Not yet, no, but I will do. So she's a cable operated item, and that's the cable that locates into that door handle and then fixes there. So now we just got to remove all the other bits to get to it. We get all the bolts out the window regulator, plate thingadoodah. So that's the 2 10mm and two nuts and 4 bolts there. Right, so now we've dropped the window regulator down, we can get a bit of access and see exactly what is going on. In there's a screw that holds the door handle in position.
Yeah.
So what I've done through the hole for the latch, once I unbolted it with the 3 screws there, I removed that cover with my screwdriver from here to gain access, and then what we need to do is pop it back and out of the door, and that's the door handle off. And then we can get to this screw here. Get to that screw there now and undo it, which is a T20 Torx. Take the little gasket off out of the way because we don't want to lose it, or the screw. So once the door handle's off, and you've removed that screw, slid the door handle forward, pulled it out, there's a little peg here that you need to pull out there, and sometimes they can be really tight and awkward. So now that's out, hopefully it slides back and out. Ooh, and goes further down than you want it to. And we can just get the whole unit out without completely removing the window regulator. So there we have it, the second hand unit with the door handle bracket attached. And here I have our new unit, all shiny and ready to go. So first of all, we're just going to remove the door handle bracket, which has got little tangs on it and pins and to locate it, and we'll just ease it on out. So we've got that out, and once that comes out, you then twist it and pull it out of there. So we'll take our new unit now, and we'll turn, put that in, twist it, and then it locates straight back in with a nice snug click. You've got to make sure they're clicked in or they come out. And here we have our interior door handle cable. So here we go, we're going to locate him. These have got, you can see it's got a little nub there in a round circle, and there's a cutout on there, so you put that in, twist it, turn it, and there you go, she's in. What's going on now is this cable is slightly damaged, so I'm going to loop a cable tie through it instead of replacing it, because I need to get it fixed right now. So we're going to put him through there, pull it around, and slide it back up. Oops, he's come out already. So I do this to every single one I do, regardless of whether it's got an issue or not. So now we've got the cable tie around there, and she ain't never coming out. Brand new. And here I have the selection of parts we've disassembled. We've got the door handle, its gaskets, the front gasket, the peg, the screw, the other screw we took from the inside, the 3 bolts that hold the lock latch in position, the 5 bolts that hold the door card on, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 bolts actually, and the cover for the door handle, window reg 4 bolts, and 2 nuts. So we'll hold them in the orientation they're going to fit in, and we'll slide it right back in. Come on now. Come on, sound enough. Come on, in you go. So I've located the door handle part back into the door. So the first job we're going to do is build the door handle up in case there's any issues in me trying to get it back together. So I got the door handle, the cover, the 2 gaskets, the peg and the screw. So first of all we're going to put the peg in. There. That has a screw from the back that holds it in position. Then I'm just going to put the door handle back in and take our Torx driver, T20. Fail. Forgot to put the gasket on. You don't want to forget your gaskets. Right. Put the gasket back on. On that one, there we go, that's better. Yep, get the gasket back in. Now we're going to install the door handle again. And we can feel it working. We'll take our screw and we'll run her back in. And then we'll take our little cover, pull the door handle out, slide it in. In you go. Come on now. That's it. Door handle built up. We'll slide our hand in. Locate. There we go. Why are you being such a fucking fiddle? For some reason that just took me way longer than it should have. I'll run these in. Nice. They don't have to be murder tight. You'll just strip the threads. Now we'll locate the cable grommet coming through the hole. There we go. Off you go. Then we just got to plug this in. So inside there, this is in that orientation, and the plug, the multi-plug, just goes through the hole into the door, and we'll plug him in and reinstall the grommet. So at this point I always like to check whether everything's working right. So door closed, door open, door closed, door open, so we know that all of our cables are operating correctly. Sweet. The skies are getting dark. I think it's going to pour with rain. Now we're going to fight with this to get it back in. Come on now. Ooh, yeah. There's one in. You got to watch with them because you can get them on the wrong side of the window runner, and then it all gets bound up and they're a total pain in the arse. Don't forget your nuts. Right, so now we just got to connect this wire, cable, actuator cable back to the door card. So we've got door cable, that wire, module wire, courtesy light wire, and window window motor wire. Pop the panel back on to go in the bottom, connect the wire here. What's the difference between an idiot and a tradesman?
Go on.
A tradesman checks his work, that's it. Right. The keys now, just before I lock them in the car.
And again.
Perfect.
fantastic, thank you very much indeed.
Alright.
Wonderful. I've got to move it, I've got to stop around in a minute. That's absolutely fantastic, thank you very much indeed, sir.
Unlock anti-deadlock. Open and open again. And there's one more thing we need to check. Does the electric window work? So after completing the job and getting in the Range Rover out of the rain, the tools we have used is a T30 driver, also a T27. We've got a deep 10mm on a quarter drive ratchet, some doctor's plier-y forceps-y things, I don't know what they're called, pliers, grips, whatever, they're tiny, a magnet on a stick because you're going to drop something, a flat bladed screwdriver of the small variety, a Phillips screwdriver of the small variety, a hook thing to hook things with, a sharp pokey thing for poking things with, the world's tiniest pry bar to get those really awkward door handle cover things off, and a Torx 20 driver. That's the tools I used to accomplish the job I set out to do. And with that being said, if it don't fit, don't force it. And if you don't mind, like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I could do with the help.